Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Liberty Lady Liz here. Thanks for 85 subscribers. Please give me 20k subscribers and new videos Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hope you guys had a great holiday season. Um, I hope you guys saw my post about anxiety. So today I'm going to be talking about anxiety. The struggle is real. Anxiety, whether you have it or not, I'm sure you know what it is or have heard of it, but you may not know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, I'm here to tell you about it, and I'm here to talk about the struggles with anxiety. So, anxiety is not a disease, it's a medical condition that's within your brain, and it causes worry. You could be on 15 milligrams of medication, like I am for anxiety. I used to be on a medication for panic attacks, but I'm not anymore. I got over my panic. I mean, I still have panic attacks, but not as often as I used to. So I have one every once in a while. So basically, what anxiety is it's within your brain. You can't see it. A doctor might be able to see if they scanned your brain, or maybe they might not be able to. Who knows? You can talk to a relative, a friend, your grandparents. The best person to talk to is a therapist if you have a therapist, or a doctor, and or a psychiatrist if you have one for your medicine. If you're on anxiety medicine like I am, you can just basically um talk to anybody about it. Now, grandparents may not understand, and I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude, but grandparents may not understand because it's generational. Your grandparents could have been born in the 20s. They could have been born in the 30s. They could have been born in the 40s, like mine were. Mine were born in the 40s. And my grandparents were born in the mid 40s. And I will tell you, they do know what anxiety is, but the struggle is real for me because they understand what it is, but they don't understand enough to be able to. They can listen to me, but they can't they've told me stuff, but I'm thinking to myself, what's that gonna do? Why should I have even have told them? But all in all, I love my grandparents. They're very supportive and they're very nice and loving and caring. But I just, don't understand why sometimes I talk to people about anxiety who might not always understand. And that's not a bad thing. It's not bad to seek support. It's just, it is what it is. And what anxiety can do to you is it can cause worry, it can cause panic, it can cause distress. It's very, anxiety is not healthy for you. Anxiety can be your enemy or anxiety can be your friend. And I'm going to talk about examples of that. So, an example of anxiety being your enemy is when, let's say, for example, you're 11 years old and your mother left you home alone because she had to go run an errand or something, or go get a pair of pants for herself, or she had to go get something somewhere. And your anxiety is like, oh my gosh, what if my mom never makes it home? What if she gets into a car accident? What if, what if, what if? When you say what if, what if, what if, you're catastrophizing. I've done that before too, so I'm guilty of that myself. But here are some ways that you can, if you know that your mom's a very good driver, she's very safe about it, then oh, she will make it home. It just might take her a little while, but she'll be home. That's what you have to keep telling yourself, because if you keep catastrophizing what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, then you're gonna end up driving yourself bonkers, and you don't want that to happen, because then you could be pacing, walking back and forth. That can be caused by anxiety sometimes. I mean, I do it, but I do it for a different reason. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. Not because of anxiety, but for some other reason, I'm sure. And, it's not really healthy. Anxiety can sometimes be healthy. That's an example of anxiety being your enemy and not being healthy. An example of healthy anxiety being your friend is when, if you're ever in an emergency situation, like you're at school and you have to go into lockdown because there's a dangerous person on the street, that's healthy. That anxiety is being your friend. That anxiety is telling you, oh, we need to do this. This is going to keep us safe. You might be anxious about it, but it's okay because it's letting you know, I'm scared in the moment, yes, but I will get over it because we're taking safety precautions. And that's how, that's how anxiety's health. Don't always think, oh, anxiety's my enemy. No, anxiety can be your enemy, but it can also be your friend too. So anytime you have anxiety, think about, what am I anxious about, and think, is it being my enemy, or is it trying to be my friend? Is it trying to tell me something helpful? Is it trying to trigger something in my brain, a light in my brain that's going to tell me something that I need to keep me safe? So just think about, why am I anxious? And then that'll say, oh, then you can determine, oh, it's my enemy, anxiety's being my enemy, or anxiety's being my friend. You can't always assume, oh, I'm having anxiety, it's my enemy. No, sometimes it can be your friend too. And you can talk to a teacher about it. You can talk to, if you have a school guidance counselor like I do. My school, we have scheduled times to go see our counselor on our schedule so we're not missing a class. So, yeah, I'm just saying, like, you can't just say what if, because all those what ifs and all that what ifing, if you know what I mean, is like, it's gonna drive you bonkers. And it would drive me bonkers being like, what if? Yeah, sometimes I do catastrophize, but I catastrophize in my mind when I'm at school, being like, oh, what if the fire alarm goes off? What if we have a lockdown? What if we have an actual emergency? And I keep thinking, what if? And I'm trying to concentrate, and it's hard for me to concentrate because I'm thinking about that thing that's probably not going to happen. I mean, the fire alarm could go off at any time for a fire drill, but like an emergency situation like a lockdown, it's happened to me once, not because of an intruder, but because of an active bank robber when I was in 5th grade. But it hasn't happened to me since. And my guidance counselor taught me a quote from Tom Petty. Now, Tom Petty died like in 2016 or something. He died like 7-8 years ago. Somewhere around there. He's been dead for a few years now. Tom Petty is a musician from like the 70s or 80s. One of his famous songs is Free Fallin' or The Waiting or Refugee. If you know those songs, you know who Tom Petty is. Tom Petty said something that my counselor told me. My counselor got off the internet or somewhere, but this is a quote from Tom Petty. It says, Tom Petty once said, most of the things I worry about will never happen anyway. That quote means most of the things that I worry about will never happen anyway. That quote just means that most of the things you worry about and you think that are going to happen will never actually happen. They could happen, but they probably will never happen, even if you think they could happen. Meaning, if I confuse you, to summarize what I said, what that quote means is, it's okay to worry and think about these things happening because they are real life situations, but most of the time you worry about it, it will never happen. So don't spend time worrying about something that's never going to happen, or that probably will never happen, and just focus on something positive that could happen. Because if you spend time thinking about, oh, what if there's an emergency at school, or oh, what if I don't know, what's something scary that could happen at school? What if we have a school fire? Like something like that. I can understand. Those are valid fears. A building catching fire. No, you don't want it to happen, but it does happen. But most likely, if you worry about it, it's not going to happen anyway. So why spend all your time and energy wasting on it when you could be doing something to help your anxiety? And I'm not trying to bring you guys down. It's a struggle. I struggle with it. I'm a YouTuber and I struggle with it. I'm a teenager. I struggle with it. A lot of teens struggle with anxiety. It's not uncommon. It's more common than it was, but it's still not uncommon. And it's okay. It's okay to have anxiety. Just you can't let it run your life, because when you let it run your life, that's when you run into constant fear and constant panic, thinking about something that is probably never going to happen in your life. I mean, Okay, something valid that I worry about is, for example, my grandparents passing away. That happens. Death happens. That death will eventually happen to everybody or a family member. But you don't need to spend time thinking about, oh, when are they gonna die? When are they gonna die? Because you have no control over that. Now your body could wear out. Yes, everybody will eventually all wear out. But I know I have a long life ahead of me, so I don't have to keep sitting here thinking about it, worrying about it. When I possibly have 80, 78 years, 79 years left on this planet. So I feel pretty good about myself. But I just don't want to keep worrying about it. And another thing you can always tell yourself is, another thing if you're starting to worry about something is, if it's like dinner time and you're sitting down at the dinner table with your family, is, gee, did we do something fun today? What was the highlight of my day? What did I like? Did I go somewhere? Did I hang out with a friend? Did I go to a shopping mall? Did I get a new outfit that I'm gonna wear? Did I watch funny videos on YouTube? Did I maybe go somewhere and hang out with someone? Like, what did I do today? What's something positive I did today, instead of, oh, you know what worries me? Like, it's okay. Like I said, it's okay to have worries, it's okay to have fears, because we all have phobias of something. We're all afraid of something happening. But just don't let the anxiety take over your mind of, oh, this is gonna happen. Because like Tom Petty said, most of the things I worry about will never happen anyway. And that's very true. Now, I'd like to think, oh, a lot of the things that I worry about will happen. But like, that's what I like to think in my mind. But in my mind, I know it's not true. And there's this acronym my counselor last year, who's in outpatient therapy now, she taught me. It's an acronym. ANT. Automatic negative thoughts. That's spelled ant, but it's not the insect. It's an acronym. ANT. The acronym stands for automatic negative thoughts. And an ant is when something negative thought just pops into your brain. It's automatic. Nothing triggers it. It just pops into your brain. And a light bulb, just imagine there's a little light bulb inside your brain. Everybody's smart in their own way. Even if you have a learning disability, you're smart. I'm smart, I have a learning disability. Everybody's smart in their own way. And you should think about it. Oh, a light bulb just popped on in my brain, the imaginary light bulb. What am I so worried about? And the answer is you don't really know. Unless you're like, oh my gosh, like that's what I was thinking about this whole time and I never even knew about it. Sometimes that's me. I think about things that are in the back of my head and I don't even realize it until my heart starts pounding and I think about it. I'm like, oh, that's what I was worried about this whole time and I never even knew. Because my body didn't warn me, meaning my heart wasn't beating really fast. And the way you can tell an anxiety from a panic attack is when you both have anxiety attack or a panic attack, both times, whether it's anxiety attack or a panic attack, your heart is beating faster to pumping out the blood faster, and there's more blood going to your body per second or per minute than normal, like when you have a normal heart rhythm. And that's telling you, if you feel your heart beating fast, that's telling you I'm having anxiety. When you have your heart pumping fast, normally fast, that's anxiety. Like this, like pretend my fingers is in my heart and pretend this is blood coming out. That right there, that's a panic attack. This is anxiety. This is a panic attack. That's how fast your heart beats when you have a panic attack. It's scary to think about, but it's the truth. And the reason why, I don't know why your heart beats so fast when you have anxiety or faster when you have a panic attack, when your heart races when you have a panic attack. If I had to guess why you have a fast beating heart for anxiety or a panic attack, it's probably because your body's trying to help you. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'd have to ask my pediatrician about that. But if I had to guess, I probably think it's because your body's trying to help you get through it, or your body's trying to warn you about something you're worried about that it was the thought was in the back of your head, but you just didn't realize it. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And thanks for 85 subscribers. Please give me 20 subscribers, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.